Ladies and gents, we are back with another YouTube video. 3 videos in a span of 5 days. Consistency? Crazy. All seriousness, thank you guys for watching the last 2 videos and thank you guys for tuning into this one. But yeah, just get comfy. I'm comfy right now. I got a blanket over me. It's that time of the month for me, so I'm literally struggling. I'm fighting for my life. And I'm like really cold, so I have a blanket. Let's get into today's video. As we know, Barcelona is currently in first place in the Liga. We went from third, and now we are in first. A lot of people have a lot to say about Barcelona coming back into first place, about the way that Real Madrid dropped points, Atletico dropped points, and everything that's going on in La Liga. There's a lot of back and forth, obviously. Rival fans being rival fans, a lot of banter back and forth. The one thing I do want to say is that October FC is up yet again. And I feel like the reason why there's a lot of back and forth and everything between both clubs and just the banter online is because of the fact that when we drop points in La Liga and we were down the past few months, a lot of Madrid fans are calling us October FC because we dropped points in La Liga. Well, the tables have turned, ladies and gents. Now Real Madrid have dropped points. Barcelona regained first place. And I'm aware that it's obviously by goal differential and all that stuff. Yeah, back into first place, and it feels good. Like I said in my first video, if you guys saw that, if you guys didn't, but also I've spoke about it on my TikTok, there's still a lot of league left to play. The league isn't over. I said in that video, the league is just getting started. The league is getting good. And I feel like I said, it's going to come down to May. I really feel like this league is going to come down to May. There's still a lot left to play for, and both teams can titter-tatter. Titter-tatter? Is that a thing? Like teeter back? Is my English okay? I feel like both teams can go up and down in the league. One week it can be Real Madrid at top, the other week can be Barcelona, whatever the case is. The Liga, like I said before, I still stand by my statement, it's going to be decided in May. I've seen a lot of things about Barcelona's game yesterday against Vallecano, the offsides goal, but I do see the reason why it was called offsides. It was basically by obstruction of play, which is why I got called offsides, and I could see why. And I also do see the reason why it could have counted. You know, at the end of the day, I am not a linesman. I am not a referee. I'm just a spectator of the game. Either way, it is what it is. There's a lot going on. You know, there's a lot going on. Real Madrid making statements, going at the referees. Different clubs in La Liga making statements about the referees. You know, it's not the first time we've been through this, not the second time, and it definitely won't be the last. Unless things change in La Liga, we're not going to really see a difference unless things change between the Federación, the obviously refs and all these people. We're not going to see a change, because at the end of the day, we can all make statements about the referees and say this and say A, B, and Z, but if they're not going to change anything, then what is it really doing? You know what I mean? Barcelona, I feel like this season have to be just consistent. We have to be consistent throughout the whole season, not let up like we did in the past few months. And I think it was like November, December when we like dropped points. It's so funny to see now that both fan bases going back and forth at each other because Barcelona's back in first place. And now Madrid fans are saying, oh, we don't care about La Liga. All of a sudden, our focus is Champions League. And there's this specific comment that I'm going to put up here, because I really don't care, saying, oh yeah, we don't care about La Liga anymore. We just care about the UCL. If the UCL, like I said in the video and my TikTok, was a priority, you guys would have already been qualified in the top 8. If that was really, really a priority, you guys wouldn't be fighting to get into the round of 16. Let me just start off with that. Also, if you guys really did care about the Champions League as well, you guys would have won the games that you guys were supposed to win and not drawn or lost, let's say. Be salty in my comments, say whatever you guys want in my comments. Honestly, I really don't care. I read them sometimes I don't, because I just give my opinion and then I go on about my day. And I make these videos on the internet, on YouTube, for you guys to enjoy. Barcelona fans, if I do suggest, be humble, honestly, because there's still a lot of La Liga left to play. We have a lot to prove still, both in the Champions League campaign, both in La Liga, and also in the Copa del Rey. I don't want to sit here and say that Barcelona have already won the league, because we haven't. In October, things were going really good. You know, we were all on cloud 9. I think we can all agree. We all were excited. We all had this illusion about Barcelona. We all had this vision of this team and what they could do. And then they ended up dropping points. There's still a lot left to play for. Like I said in my other video, what we have to do is just take it game by game, literally game by game. There's a few players that I want to talk about in this season that have been spectacular. Alejandro Balde, Pedri, Gonzalez's performance yesterday. Pedri yesterday was the best player on the pitch. Absolutely best player on the pitch. You wanted defense, he gave you defense. You wanted through balls, he gave you through balls. You wanted magic, you wanted superb touches, he gave you that. The way that this man dictates the midfield is on a whole other level. There's so many midfielders in the game of football right now, but the way that Pedri Gonzalez plays, the way he presents himself as a midfielder is crazy. It's absolutely insane. Every other player on the Barcelona team, for me, in my opinion, played bad besides him. Actually, let me rephrase that. Him and Alejandro Balde. Alejandro Balde is a whole other different conversation, and I mean it in the best way possible. The way that Balde has performed this season in Barcelona has been incredible. He has been putting in the work, the way he's making runs up top, the way he is crossing, taking players on. Like his speed, for 1 second, I said it yesterday. I was like, this man's moving like prime Marcelo with the runs on the flank. Like I'm just like in shock. I think those two players for me were our best players of the match. Obviously, I would give it to Pedri because the way he just played yesterday was absolutely insane. He played out of his mind. But those two players for me played the best out of everyone. Our front three yesterday was non-existent. I feel like Lamine Yamal played his possibly his worst game as a Barcelona player. Not going to give him too much because he's literally a child. He's 17, so I'm not going to bash him or say anything. Lewa, the finishing was non-existent besides that PK, which thank you for making that, by the way. Rafinha, again, finishing was non-existent. We had a lot of opportunities, and Rayo also had a lot of opportunities, but we just didn't execute our chances that we got. And in my head, the whole time I was saying, damn, like, we need to score, we need to score, we need to score, because I was not comfortable with the 1-0 win. I really was not. Because the way Rayo Vallecano was pressing yesterday, the way that they were attacking us yesterday, you would have thought that they would have tied up the game. That's what I thought. That's what I was expecting, Rayo to tie up the game. Because Barcelona was missing so many chances, and I've seen this game before. I've seen these games before. Oh no, I played these games before. I've seen the way Barcelona have just completely capitulated towards like the middle of the game when they're up 1-0. We managed to win the game in the end. But yeah, like I said, the player for me yesterday, man of the match, was Pedri. The only two players that played good yesterday at Barcelona was Pedri and Balde. Other than that, I think everyone else did a bad job. I think they did mid. Chesney, shout out for the few saves that he did. But other than that, I think that Barcelona have to be more consistent. I think Barcelona going forward have to be very much consistent in all three competitions that they're in. It's just going to be a lot of back and forth. 1 week on top, 1 week probably not. But now that we're up top, we have to maintain that. We have to maintain this momentum that we have. And I can honestly say yesterday Barcelona's performance was not convincing. It just wasn't. I don't think we played the best football. I've seen us play good football, and yesterday was not that. I feel like we just got by, and I'm being totally honest. Whoever can disagree can disagree. But me as a fan watching the team, I feel like we just didn't play good yesterday. And there were a lot of individual performances that also were not good, and you can just tell. But as a team yesterday, as a collective, we didn't play good. I'll be real. I'll be so real. But yeah, I just wanted to give my flowers on the players because I didn't really talk about it much yesterday. I kind of just say a little bit of my reviews on TikTok, and here's where I give most of my reviews and like my thoughts on players. But yeah, overall, I think yesterday Barcelona's performance was not good. You can agree, disagree. I think most of you will agree with me that yesterday's performance was just not good. And like I said, just hope that this team is consistent enough to win this league this season. And I feel like I said, it's all going to come down to me. It's all going to come down to me. I really do think that. And I feel like the Clásico this season is going to be really good because of that, because the league is so close. Because I feel like any of those teams, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atleti even, can win the league. So it's going to come down to consistency from now up until May. But yeah, ladies and gents, thank you for tuning into this video. I really look forward to making these videos all the time, like sitting down, filming, and just talking and just being comfy and cozy. But yeah, ladies and gents, thank you guys for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.